Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am the Bright Chef. Today I am truly making my fave snack or dessert, okay? It is a peanut butter cup, all right? But I do things a little bit different. There's a lot of different recipes and videos out there. You are absolutely gonna love mine. I made these one day and added some ingredients by accident and gave them to some friends, and every single one of them, how do I do that? My mom wants the rest, and everybody just went crazy for it. So here's what we're gonna do. We have got, most recipes call for 150 grams of chocolate chip unsweetened. I use Lilly's, okay? And they are fantastic. It's a great product. I use an all-natural peanut butter, and it calls for either 5 tablespoons of butter or 5 tablespoons of coconut oil. I like to use 2.5 tablespoons each, half and half. So I have that melted right here. Now, usually I think with the original recipes that you find anywhere else, you can make about 12 of them, but I'm using 180 grams of chocolate chip, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix these together. The oil helps this saturate, and the butter. So we're gonna mix that together, and then we're gonna melt this in the microwave for about a minute until it becomes really chocolatey. All right, so the chocolate is just really, you can see, it's just really liquidy, mixed up very well. Now, you have 2 choices right here. You can either just pour a teaspoon of the chocolate into what I got these little mini cups. They're not the regular size or like the half size. These are like mini. They're as big as a peanut butter cup, all right? So we put this in there just like that. Now, like I said, you could either just go straight chocolate here, or here's my secret. And I just did this by accident, and it's been a huge success. I like to add pecans. So I want to add whole pecans to the bottom of each one of these. And you can tell that it's got a contour. I put the round side down. It just fits in the cup better. And oh my gosh, I love to say oh my gosh, because these are so good. And the kids are gonna love them, you're gonna love them. And it doesn't matter if they're pieces. They could be whole, or you can just put pieces down in the bottom. Either way, you're gonna get the flavor, and that is what makes all the difference in the world. And pecans are so healthy for you. Pecans and macadamia nuts. I've tried walnuts, I put almonds. You could use anything that you prefer. I prefer pecans. They just have a deep nut flavor. And like here, I'm just putting pieces in that one, pieces in this one. All right, so it doesn't have to be, I guess if you're selling them professionally, you might want to use whole ones, but don't have to do that. And then there you go. But don't tell anybody, that's our little secret. Add the pecans. All right, I wish I could say I wore a black shirt just because. I wish I could say, oh, this is probably the most clean, efficient job, but it's pretty messy. Chocolate sometimes just gets everywhere. And then you just want to cover the top of the nut. I cannot wait for you guys to try this. These are life-changing. You will never get a store-bought peanut butter cup again, I promise. You know, I love doing these videos. I love that you guys are watching. These are the little snacks. Believe it or not, I lost 50 pounds just eating right. And I made a conscious effort to say, you know what, I'm going to change something in my life. I want to get healthy. I learned that there was a healthy way to eat, and you didn't have to starve yourself. You didn't have to go without. And I started looking things up, and I said, you know what, I can make some of this stuff. I can do this on my own as well and help others do the same. And sometimes, you know, I had a huge sweet tooth. I had to have something sweet. And it was really hard for me to say no to things. But when you're able to have something like this that is low carb, it's keto friendly, I'll put all the specifications of the keto into my comments and all the ingredients, super easy. I'll have that you can just look at. Now, once it's done, we are going to go and put it in the freezer for 15 minutes and let it get really hard, and then we'll come back and add the peanut butter and the rest of the chocolate to it. Okay, the peanut butter cups have been sitting in the freezer for 15 minutes. So now they're hard and we're gonna add the peanut butter. But before we do, I want you to take a look at it just so that you see what I see. And don't those look amazing? Just the aroma of chocolate in the air is enough to drive anybody crazy. All right, let's add the peanut butter. Now, when we're making the chocolate, we just have to remember to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds and then check it. And then 30 seconds and check it, because chocolate has a tendency, if you overcook it, it starts to get clumpy. And there's kind of a point of no return. Sometimes you can smooth it out, sometimes you can't. But I'm telling you, if you want to be the hit of the next gathering, the next soiree, office party, your own party, make these and see. You will never go back to a store-bought peanut butter cup ever. And you see, there's no method. I'm just getting some peanut butter on a knife, pushing it down in there. I've seen some that you layer and make all nice and pretty. If you want to do that, you can do that. But when you eat it, to me, like my wife, she'll cut it in half and eat one half one day and the other half the other. I'm like, that's just a snack for me. Super easy to make. Now, I have to use my finger. I've tried like a little spatula, a little frosting knife, another spoon, another knife, and nothing works. It sticks to peanut butter, it sticks to everything. I'm not lying. Make some, give to your neighbors, give to some friends that are close to you, and watch. They're gonna say, how did you make those? Can I get the recipe? People just love these peanut butter cups. I think it's because of the pecan. Plus they say, Richard, how did you lose 50 pounds and you can still eat this? Yes, everything in moderation. All right, so now then, I'm gonna lick the peanut butter off my finger. Grab my chocolate, stir it up. Like I said, don't worry about dripping chocolate everywhere, because you will. It does not look like I'm gonna have enough chocolate, so I'm gonna have to melt some more. All right, by me. Okay, so just like in normal cooking, sometimes you run a little short on something. So all I did was just put a few more chocolate chips into the bowl, put a little bit more melted butter, and mixed it up again. So whatever that recipe I said earlier and what I used, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. So that's probably gonna be about 210 grams to 220 grams of chocolate chip. And as I was making this, I could actually take my spoon and push some of the chocolate down. That is what they look like. Now we're going to put them in the freezer for 1 hour. Then you serve. Once again, look at all the chocolate. Like I said, thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. I just want to help people eat right and still have the things that they used to have, they used to eat back in the day when we weren't eating so healthy. So eat healthy, lose weight, become the best self that you can be. And in 1 hour, pop these out and have one, and you're going to enjoy it just like we do and just like all of our friends do. Once again, thank you for tuning into my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. I have a lot more desserts and a lot more recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner coming out. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.